What's up? I'm Troubleshoot. In this quick guide, I'm going to show you the best places to collect Jasmium in Dune Awakening. I've played many hours and I've collected some interesting intel. So make your way to maps.techno.co, linked down below, my map website, choose None and Jasmium in the bottom left, where you'll see all of the Jasmium spots on the map. There's also some important caves that you can choose to visit that give you even more Jasmium inside. If I collect this one, for example, you'll see it has 2 lootable corpses with what's on them and however many Jasmium it has. Cool. Anyways, for the most part, you can see these Jasmium nodes are centered around the south part of Shoal. So, making your way in here, there's a few important islands that I definitely recommend checking. This major island in the center has a ton of them, but it's radiation level 3. There's this one and this one right next to it, which have 3 in the center, which are much easier to get to. Let's have a look. So, making my way across there, here's the major island that I was speaking about, and the 2 to the north of it. If we have a look at the major one first, this, I'll call it Central Island over here, has a ball on it, which sets it apart from the rest of these, and of course, 6 Jasmium ore. If we land here, you'll see that we immediately get radiation level 3, somewhere around here. There we go, even though we're not standing in the liquid. As I'd usually say, avoid standing in it. Here, it doesn't really matter, and in fact, you usually need to get close enough anyways that you'll have level 3 regardless, meaning you can only be here for a couple of minutes at best with better radiation suits. This one I always have issues with, or just mere seconds if you're here without. Now you'll notice the radiation meter at the bottom, just to the left of your abilities, fills up pretty quickly. In the first 3 quarters, you're pretty safe. In the 3rd quarter, you're obviously quite near contracting, well, sudden death. Then it colors in the entire thing and you basically just have to guess how long you have left. Usually when you're here, you'll run around, pick up probably 6 of these in between dumping in your ship, but you really don't have time to hang around. While this place is very quick to collect a lot of Jasmium, as in 6 of these blocks straight away, you really can't be hanging around. So once you're done collecting pretty much just one of everything, you'll need to climb in and make your way out of this area. I usually head east from here, as we're just a little bit closer to that outside area. So somewhere around here is where you can stop for a minute and then come back in as soon as your radiation has cleared. Now, if you're not a fan of level 3 areas, which I don't blame you for, letting this cool off here for just a moment, you can make your way to these 2 small islands just to the north of this big one. So I've already collected 6 nodes with a Mark V cut array, giving me quite a bit, and I'm using a Mark V irradiation suit to let me last so long. But checking these 2 islands that I mentioned, each of them contain 3 Jasmium, just like this. Here, however, you won't have radiation level 3, but you will find at this left one a crate that you can loot, if you wish. ×2, that is. I don't think this is always here, but I'll take it. And of course, these nodes here. Now again, these ones are a bit more difficult to get to. They unfortunately also have radiation level 3, so you'll practically be swimming no matter what you do. But it's a lot quicker to grab all 3 of these, and I usually don't have an issue with this little minigame, as they don't seem to spawn underground for the most part. As soon as you're out of that main area, it goes back down to level 2, and it's much more pleasant to deal with. If we check out this island over here, there should be another 3 right here. So in total, visiting just 3 of these islands, I've already collected 12, or would have collected 12 Jasmium, which fills me up entirely. So I'll grab these. And of course, if you're using an assault ornithopter with more storage, or even somehow bringing your buggy in here, for example, with a better radiation suit, it should be very easy to collect all the Jasmium you need, pretty much in just one single trip. Now, on top of this, you'll also notice that there's a few caves around here. Most of them are fine, except for this one here, which has a ton of radiation, Shaitan's Grotto, but it does also have the most amount of other loot. Again, if you check the map linked down below, you'll see that Shaitan's Grotto over here has quite a bit of loot, about 600 Solari plus another 900 Solari, so a huge amount here, and a ton of EMF generators and micro sandwich fabric. If we instead check out one of these slightly less dangerous ones like Wrath over here, you'll see it has 4 Jasmium inside of it, which is reflected on the map here. If we have a look at that actual island, you'll see that on top there's 1 up here, 2 by this crashed ship, 3, 4 Jasmium, and the hole is almost exactly where the icon is. It's right over here. If you land and head in, you'll only have a radiation level 2 here, which is much more easy to deal with. But on top of the 4 that you can collect above on this one single island, you'll collect another, I think it was 3 down here very, very quickly. Just don't be confused by the basalt that you see, as you're looking for only jasmium. So there's 1, heading a bit further, you can head up here, 2, 3, and there's this nice big chest over here with a bunch of stuff in it. Fantastic. But yeah, again, you'll find my map linked down below. It's super useful when it comes to hunting for jasmium and things like that, and this is the most profitable routes that I've found so far. By the time you fly back home, depot your loot and head back out, all of the ore has most likely respawned. But anyways, hopefully you found this video useful. Thank you for watching. Mine's been Troubleshoot, and I'll see you all next time. Ciao.